about to show you guys how to do chitlins. This is not going to be out by Thanksgiving because today is what? Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to edit all of this before tomorrow. I can do my best. But needless to say, you guys, I wanted to show you guys a few things on what chitlins are best to get. I'm going to show you how to clean them properly. I'm going to show you how I cook them. And I'm going to show you how I season them. Now, to each and everybody, like different people make their chitlins totally different. I like my chitlins a little more vinegary. My family, they like their chitlins the same way with hot sauce. You know, I put the peppers and all of that kind of stuff in there. So with that being said, I'm going to show you guys how to properly clean and cook. I have my chitlins right here, so I'm going to show you guys really quick which ones I got, and so on and so forth. So let's move on over down here. I have my dishwater. I'm going to move out of the way. So I'm just going to set that to the side. I'm going to go ahead and get me a bowl. You always want to have a bowl on the side. Because you're going to need something to hold your dirty parts and you're going to need something to hold your clean parts. Let me go ahead. I'm going to just put the pot over here with everything in it, just like this. And I'm going to set my bowl right here for all my clean chitlins. I'm just going to take and put some cool water in there. Not really cold because I don't want my fingers to get like cold. So just enough. And the more I put in here, the more it's going to get taller, so I don't have to fill it with water, okay? So then, let me get a rag for my hands because every now and then I'm going to have to dry my hands off. Okay, all right, so now I want to show you guys which ones is the best ones to buy, okay? All right, so I got my phone right here because I can't touch it, so I have my earbud in so I can just answer it like that. All right, with that being said, these right here are the best chitlins to buy. These ones right here, mainly because these are the triple cleaned ones, meaning these are going to be the best version of the cleanest you're going to get. So these right here are the best ones to buy. I usually purchase these at our local Walmart, and we are currently located in Florida, so everywhere do not sell them. You have to look this up, but these ones right here are the best ones to use, okay? I'm going to go ahead and dispose of this, and let's get into it. What the chitlins look like, and this is 4 packs. I usually purchase mine, like I said, at Walmart, and they usually cost about $6. You can purchase these at Walmart for about $6. You see that water? The water is dirty that I had them soaking in, which is okay because I'm going to switch these over anyway. The thing is when you go to clean chitlins, this part of your fingers, just like when you braid, is going to hurt because of all of the peeling and plucking you have to do, okay? Why? No. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys how to look through. Like I said, this is 4 packs. And the thing, listen. Okay, so when you go to clean them, depending on what kind you get, if you get the red bucket, I do not suggest. Number 1, the red bucket is full of trash, okay? You will end up with no chitlins by the time you finish with the red bucket. The white buckets, they say that they're clean and you just warm them up. That's a lie too. Those are usually dirty. These ones have been the cleanest ones that I've found that come in this container. Usually what you see is pretty much what you get. I this is 4 because I'm gonna split it and do some for Thanksgiving and some for Christmas. When I go to clean these, it still needs to be cleaned, but these are way cleaner, so I'm getting way more, if that makes sense, okay? All right, you wanna grab Let's get back to, like this right here is a chitlin, okay? Let me show you guys, okay? This right here is a chitlin, up close and personal, okay? This is, I'm trying to make sure that it's clear, okay? This right here is a chitlin, okay? So as you can see, you probably can't, but right here, you will have to, Jordan, I need your help for a second. You have to look for, you have to look, and there's a difference between, there's a split between the membrane and the chitlin, okay? I'm about to have my son come over here so that he can turn the part around so that you can see this clearly, what I'm doing, because when it's Jordan's trying to tell me. This right here is the clean chitlin, okay? So you can see this is the part that you're gonna eat. So I'm gonna drop that in there. Okay, let me see if I can find a bad one. Some of these are still a little frozen, but not as bad. Okay, let me see if I can find a bad one. Okay, so this is a bad one. Okay, let me show you. So you see how this is pretty much, am I in? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you see how this is pretty much already separated? This right here is what you're looking for. So you just grabbing this up and you just pulling it apart. This right here is a clean chitlin, right? I'm keeping that. So you see, when you start plucking through it like this, and you start seeing parts that looks like this, like super fat, I don't always keep those parts depending on how bad it is. This is a chitlin. I'm looking through here. I'm looking. This right here is a chitlin part 2. But sometimes when it be having a whole bunch of stuff, I don't even take the time out to pull it apart because it'd be a lot of work. So like when it starts to rip up like that, I don't use it. So pretty much all of this is trash, okay? Now I want to show you a chitlin that is not clean. So you can see, even though we're cleaning it, I want to show you one that looks bad. Okay, so like when you see this right here, is it in focus? When you see this is trash, okay? When you see this black stuff, that's what you're getting rid of. You getting rid of all of that, because that right there is the stuff that you don't want. Now, I'm gonna tell you now, I'm not even gonna turn on the comments. If you're watching it, then that's your fault. If you don't eat chitlins and you're watching this video, whose fault is it? Say it with me. Yours. All right, so we're gonna go through, and I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna keep doing this. I'm going to, like this right here, this one is clean. That is good. So I'm gonna just drop that in there. I'm gonna have my son to focus this, flip the screen back so I can see it, and I'm just gonna let you guys watch for a little while I go through and clean them. I got my chair right here because I'm old school and I know I'm gonna be here mostly all day. If you, this is trash. If you are not used to cleaning and cooking chitlins, I think I'm gonna do it right here, sit it right there. If you're not used to cleaning and cooking chitlins, this is not the job for you. You can go wrong in so many directions doing this, okay?
wonder? You wonder? You wonder?
find one that is bad.
You wonder?
Okay, like this. So this right here is that silky part. This
Oh,
right
you
here.
can't see that. Yeah.
This right here is the silky part. This right here is the chitlin that you like to eat, right? So when you go to split them, let me show you guys with this one. When I go to split it, you see this silky part right here, this liner, the waist runs on this side of the liner. This is the stomach part. Does that make sense? So you don't see the chitlins before they are cleaned and all of that. So what happens is imagine a tube.
I don't think we should.
No, or imagine a straw.
I know, but I'm saying I don't know if we should give, you know, an analogy about, because this makes
No, I want to give a straw because I want to explain.
Okay.
So I want to give a straw because I want to explain.
I know.
I want to use a straw because I want to explain. Oh, prime example.
Okay.
These paper towels right here. Grab up the paper towels, Jordan.
The whole thing. I'm just gonna grab it.
Yep, that's exactly what I wanted you to do. Okay, there's the paper towel. Jordan, you see the paper towels?
Yes.
That part is the part that we eat. You see the brown hole?
Oh, yes.
Do you see the brown hole?
This part.
The brown hole is the part that carries the waste. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So when people are like, why you eat chitlins? Chitlins is nasty. Chitlins is this. Technically, I'm not eating the part that you think I'm eating. I'm eating a total opposite part. But you gotta know the background of it, okay?
It's literally like a cupcake and the wrapping part around it.
Exactly.
Some people eat it, but you're not supposed to. But
You're not
some people still do. So
The
that
wrapping
leads
of
me
the
to my
cupcake.
next question.
Yeah.
What if I don't want to clean my chitlins, but I want to eat them?
Well, technically, praise the Lord, you got a mom that know how to cook and clean
But
them.
I was gonna say, what if I'm 25 and I don't have a mom that's around that can cook them and clean them
that
for
can
me?
cook them and clean them.
Is it okay if I take them out the bag and just cook them?
No. No. Absolutely, positively not.
And why
Mainly
not?
because they are not clean. You guys see that pack that I just brought, it said triple clean.
So,
But look at how much I have that's wasted.
So my question is, why is it not, like, what's dirty about that part? Like,
Because it still has the liner.
is the liner a part that's like not edible?
Yes, because that's the part that well, technically it is edible, but that's not the part that you want to eat.
But does it taste any different? Has anyone ever tried it?
Technically, if you ever ate chitlins from like prime example, when we lived in Baltimore, we ain't never lived in Baltimore, but when we lived in Maryland, it was this place at Mondawmin Mall, and it's a Chinese food place, and it's so crazy. It's a Chinese food place, but they sold chitlins, right? And we would used to go there and get them. Them chitlins used to be the bomb. So let me just say this to say, everybody in their family got an auntie or uncle who say they know how to make chitlins and clean chitlins, and they don't. So everybody technically probably have ate it before, even me. But once I learned how to clean them properly, you can definitely taste the difference. So you can tell when they're not properly cleaned.
Okay. I just
Next
know
question.
future on, I probably won't, because this right here, just in this hole,
It's a lot of work.
it's been, right now it's 11:41.
I've been cleaning for 3 hours.
3 hours, 4 bags.
4 bags for 3 hours.
That's a long time. I don't have the patience for that. But
Yes.
next question.
Yes.
How do you cook them?
Okay.
Like, what are your
so
seasonings? You know.
I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna show y'all exactly how I cook them.
Okay, I'm getting ahead here.
Yes. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I clean them. How I cook them. This is just the cleaning process, which takes a long time. Like Jordan just said, this whole situation right here, and like literally you can take it out and you can see the difference between the waist and the chitlins, because the waist is actually like a clear velvety feel. So that's why if you see me just picking them up and just putting them in a disposable bucket, that's why. So any other questions, Jordan? Jordan trying to help y'all.
I'm trying to think in the eyes of someone who's never eaten chitlins before.
Would you recommend eating chitlins from somewhere else?
Like where?
Like out? Like how we like get?
Oh,
Like it at a restaurant?
Yeah, chitlins at a restaurant.
It depends. It depends. I don't recommend it mainly because, like I said, it's a possibility. It's like you taking a chance. Let me say this. Let me change that. It's not that I don't recommend it. I wouldn't do it. Mainly because now, especially now that I know what chitlins are, you gotta be mindful because it's a lot of diseases and stuff like that that's going on, and bacteria infections and all of that kind of stuff. So you want to be very mindful of the preparation of your food. So what I would say is, for me, I wouldn't eat chitlins out. Any other questions?
I can't think of any other questions right now, actually.
Okay. So yeah, that was your question, Deanna.
A little Q&A.
Did you have any other questions that you could think of? Okay. Deanna, can you Google most asked questions about chitlins?
You could just type FAQ.
So I'll answer some of these questions that's on here based off of just my knowledge. And yeah, we'll go from there. Let's see what they have. Say it louder. Jordan, can you repeat that?
Can chitlins make you sick?
If they not cooked properly. See, that's what I just said about, you know. It's not. No, they're not healthy for you. I don't think any pork is healthy for you.
How long are chitlins good for in the fridge?
Oh, you gotta be careful. I would not eat chitlins after they've been in the refrigerator for over a week.
You said 2 days.
I would eat it 3 days later, 4 days later, but not a week later. Oh,
That's a good one.
what?
How do you keep chitlins from smoking?
Oh, so yes, that's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna show you guys how I clean them. But truth be told, you guys, chitlins are not something that you can avoid the smell with as much. But the way that I keep mine down is I put potatoes in mine, and I add a little bit of lemon juice to it, as well as lemon juice. What else I do? Potatoes. Oh yes, and I do peppers, I do celery, all of that good stuff. Next question.
Do they smell good after cooking?
Probably not.
Why do they stink?
Because they're the intestines. They stink because they are the intestines. If your intestines was opened up right now, they would be funky.
Can you cook them in a pressure cooker?
Yes, you can cook them in a pressure cooker. They cook very quickly in a pressure cooker, because I usually cook mine for a while, like pretty much all day. I usually cook them pretty much all day, and they start to shrink up. That's how you can tell. If anybody want to know, like, how do you know when they're done? They start to shrink up, so you can tell when they're done.
Chitlins. Do they have the stuff inside?
No.
Why?
Well, yeah, some of them do. Depending on, let me change that. I think the question that Deanna just was asking, like, does it have the poop inside of them? Yeah, the waste. Some of them do. So when you see that brown stuff, some of them still do have some waste on it, and that's why it's so important to properly clean. Because if not, you pretty much. I'm going to go ahead and dump it. Well, actually, I'm gonna just pick them up and drop them in here. And this is in some lukewarm water. And this is all of my clean chitlins. So I'm going to just dump them in here like this. Just like that. And then this is my bucket of dirty chitlins. I'm gonna have my son hurry up and take this out to the trash because today is trash day. Jordan, come grab this up. Take it out to the trash. Alright, so now I'm gonna take, and I have my dishwater right here. I'm sorry. Okay, I got my dishwater right there. Let me move my chair out the way. So it is timestamp 11:54. I've been cleaning chitlins since 9 o'clock. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you guys exactly how I do this, okay? So first things first is I'm going to move you guys up closer. So let me wash my hands. My hands are so cold, y'all. So cold. Okay. So let me move you guys up closer. This is my chitlins right here. And let me show you guys what I like to do. So this is ordinary salt. I'm gonna take some salt. This is how I clean my chitlins. I take salt, a good amount. That's how you get it clean, okay? So don't nobody be asking no questions. I'm gonna take some pure baking soda right here. I'm gonna put that in there just like that. This process also helps with the smell. And then I'm gonna take some distilled white vinegar. You're about to see how it get clean. Look at this.
Purchase your tracks today.
Do you hear that? That sizzle is what you want. That's what you're looking for. Then I'm gonna take my hands and I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna move everything around.
Katie, run it up.
Okay, you guys, so that was the first one. Let's do the second one.
Katie, run it up. Katie, run it up.
But I changed my mind, so I'm gonna do it in my crock pot. I have my crock pot on low, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this and put my chitlins in it. And then I have to do my pan. All right, so let me put my chitlins in there. All right, so I have my chitlins inside of my crock pot. Let me wipe it off just in case there's any juice. I have my chitlins right here inside the crock pot, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to add my stuff that I want to add in it. So I'm gonna start by adding some white distilled vinegar, and I'll add a lot. I use more distilled vinegar than I do of anything else. Now I'm also going to add my brown vinegar. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm all in this. I have this right here, which is apple cider vinegar. And if you know, most of my stuff is going to be Walmart brand, because that's what I usually buy. It's the best brand cost wise for me. So I have that. I'm gonna get a spoon so that I can push this down. And I'm gonna let my crock pot cook on low. So pretty much these chitlins will be cooked all night long. Okay? So there's that. Then I'm going to take and I'm going to add some water. And you guys, I don't know if it's just a Florida thing, but I have this distilled water right here, drinking water. I'm gonna use this. I don't like to cook with the water from the sink. I don't know, for me it just tastes weird, so I don't never use it. Okay? So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut my lemon up. Let me get my cutting board. Let me show you guys a trick. Let me show you guys a quick trick. I have my chitlins in here on low. So they're on low, and I'm actually gonna let them cook all night. But I'm gonna show you guys a quick trick that I learned. I think I learned it on YouTube. So you take a wet dish rag and you lay it down. Well, let me turn it this way. You take a wet dish rag and you lay it down like this. Let me turn you guys a little bit. Right here. Okay? And then you take your chopping board and you put it on there, so when you cut, it doesn't move. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. So I have my my lemon. I'm gonna cut the edges off, the sides first. Just like this. And I'm just gonna dispose of that. And I'm just gonna cut this down just like this. And then I'm just gonna take it like this and just put one lemon in there just like that, okay? The rest you can save to put in there eventually, but they don't have to go in there yet, okay? So that's the first thing. Second thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do some peppers. I like to do peppers. I like to do peppers, and I like to do onions inside of mine. I also like to do celery, and sometimes I'll also add in there I don't know what I was gonna tell you guys. I forgot. Okay, but let's start. So I'm also gonna put some butter. I like to put butter in my chitlins. Everybody don't do that. It's a preference, okay? So I'm just gonna put 3 tablespoons of butter in there. So I'm gonna set that to the side. Let me move my what's the name's back. Okay, so let me open this up. I have some mini peppers right here. This is yellow, red, and orange. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut those up. And I don't overpower my chitlins with stuff because I like the taste. Everybody don't like the taste of chitlins. So this right here, if you're not sure if you would like the taste or not, try this. But let me tell you, the thing is once you try it this way, nobody else usually, if a lot of people don't do it this way, you may never eat them again, okay? I'm just telling you. Because sometimes people say they're nasty, they don't like the taste of it, so on and so forth. So once you try it this way, you might be a little stuck and stubborn on wanting to try somebody else's, okay? So I'm just gonna throw those peppers right in there. Just like that. I'm gonna do these red peppers. Sit it right there. All of it, yeah, just sit it right there. Okay. So just like that, and I don't put a lot of red peppers in there either. I actually like the color of it, if that makes sense. I'm gonna go ahead and do my green pepper. And these are pieces of onion that I already had cut up. I'm gonna go ahead and drop those in there as well. Let me go ahead and cut this green bell pepper up. Some of this juice out because they're starting to get a little heavier. But Jordan, smell this juice. What do it smell like?
Like chitlins and peppers mostly.
But mostly what?
Peppers.
Peppers. Did y'all hear what he just said? It smells like chitlins, but it mostly smells like peppers. All done, Jordan. So that's what I was telling you guys when I was talking to y'all about the process that I take when I'm doing my chitlins. It's a lot of work cleaning them and preparing them, but at the end of the day, you're gonna end up with a better smell. You're not gonna have that very stinky smell, you know, a lot of people end up with that, and they don't understand like how, that's what I love chitlins, but I don't love the smell of them. If you do and follow the instructions that I gave you guys, you will be able to get your chitlins to smell good, just like these ones right here. I want to get a little closer for you guys so you guys can see all of that good stuff, okay? But you will be able to get a good smelling chitlin if you don't if you follow the instructions that I told you guys, right? So as you can see right here, I put my seasoning in there. You guys remember me putting the seasoning in. Look at these potatoes and those peppers, and this is on low, you guys, and it's already starting to cook, but you see how they're still loose like that? When chitlins are fully done, they shrivel up real good, and then they become like almost like this one right here, almost like that one right there, almost like this one, but a little tighter. So you can tell when they are done. Now I'm gonna take my scissors and I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna cut like this. That's gonna cut them up to make them smaller, because you don't want nobody to have a big chitlin. Most of the time chitlins are kind of small and tight, okay? But look at that, you guys. Look at that. It is currently 2:50. I want to show you guys the progress. You see how they are still shrinking. So literally I'm just stirring it every hour. Oh, I got it. So you see how they are starting to shrink up. Let me back up a little bit. You see how they are starting to shrink up a little bit. That's what you want. Of course, because I have mine on low, it's not going to do too much shrinking because it's on low and it's cooking slowly. But do you guys see how this chitlin right here look? What you want is, you don't want them to get gummy. So if they taste gummy, they definitely nowhere near done. Do y'all see that coating over top? I got out most of the oil, but if it's still a little bit left, it's okay. It's not gonna kill nobody. But yeah, so you guys see these chitlins? All right, timestamp. So this is what the chitlins are looking like, and it is 4 o'clock. So as you can see, it's shriveled up even more. This is how you know that they're cooking, because they're no longer all loose, and you know, they're starting to look a little more like this. And this is what you're looking for right here. So just imagine how good these are gonna be tomorrow. I just told my husband I'm cooking chitlins and you don't even smell them through the house. So that's how you know when you're doing a good job. Good morning, everyone. So I wanted to come in and show you guys our chitlins. I have Deani's eggs boiling right here because Deani is doing double eggs. And I'm gonna show you guys what the chitlins look like after they've been cooking all night. So let's get pot up over top. So as you can see, I did not stir them. That's why some of them, look at that. You see that? They are definitely ready. Let me get as close as possible. Do y'all see that? Look at that. Come on, get clear. Get clear, camera. Look at that, you guys. This is what you want your chitlins to look like, okay? And I still have those potatoes and those onions in there. And as you can see, this was 4 packs, but it cooks down pretty good. You see, mostly all of that is fat on top. So I'm gonna show you how I get all of that. For a taste test, let me scoot you guys back so you can see exactly what I'm doing. I want some of them peppers in there. So look at this. All you want to do is add your hot sauce. Y'all, my mouth is watering just from doing this right here. All right, so this is what I have right here. You guys see that? Look at that. This is what your chitlins will look like if you cook them the way I said cook them. Do it like I said, Tina, okay? And they will be amazing, okay? Amazing. And all you want to do is just add your hot sauce. So I have the chitlins right here. I'm gonna taste some. I'm gonna let my husband taste some. My husband just don't want to taste it right now. He don't want to be recorded. Huh?
I said your husband don't want to taste it on camera.
My husband don't want to taste it on camera. Deani, I don't think you should taste it while you eating that cereal. She ain't gonna make it to Thanksgiving. Y'all, they melt in your mouth. Boo.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let them hear your response. Here.
You call me boo on camera?
I cooked all night, okay? So that's the thing. So if you cook them, all night in your crock pot, follow all of my steps, y'all. Every step that I showed you guys, how to clean them properly, how to wash them properly, and cook them, y'all gonna be good. These right here just melted in your mouth. It's like ain't no chewing, because some people don't like that it's chewy, I think. But usually it's chewy when they leave that outer layer on it. If you remove the outer layer the way that you're supposed to, chitlins are not chewy. Like my husband said, you didn't even smell them in the house. So that's a whole nother thing. If you follow all of my steps, it'll work out, okay? I promise it will work out.